Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you today? I hope you're fine, I really do, really do, really do. I hope you're fine, I really do. Hope you're fine today. สวัสดีค่ะสบายดีไหม Hello, how are you? It's been quite a while since I've seen you. I am so happy that you all are here for story time. My name is Miss Stephanie. If you're new to this story time, welcome and hello. If you've been here before, welcome back. So good to see everyone, as I said before. And in case you didn't know, which a lot of you here do know, I love to read books. So I have missed reading books with you guys. And there's a little song that helps me really get in the mood to read some stories. How about you join me in singing it? It goes just like this. The more we get. Oh, see, I always mess it up. Let me start over. Let me rewind. Here we go. The more we read together, 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 the more we read together, the happier we'll be. Read big books, read small books, read short books, read tall books. The more we read together, the happier we'll be. Okay, if that was the first time for you to hear it, you might want to try one more time. All right, let's do it together. Last time. Here we go. The more we read together, 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 the more we read together, the happier we'll be. Read big books, read small books, read short books, read tall books. The more we read together, the happier we'll be. Well, since we're about to read books together, I am really happy. I hope all of you out there watching me are happy too. I see you guys laughing and you're pointing at my head. Oh, yeah. You might be thinking, oh my gosh, you've got pumpkins on your head. I totally forgot. I know. Oh, yeah. I do have pumpkins on my head, and there is a reason for that. All kinds of pumpkins all over the place on my head. The reason I have pumpkins on my head is because in the United States and other places, I think, during this month of October, we celebrate something called Halloween. And so it is a really fun celebration that we have in the United States for sure, that we celebrate. And also, what happens during this time, the reason for pumpkins, is because it's also the season of fall in the United States, and other places as well. But in the fall season is when pumpkins are ready to be picked. So if you've never seen a pumpkin before, or you're like, why pumpkins? That's why too. It's not all about Halloween. It's also about the time of the year it is. It's the perfect time for picking a big orange pumpkin. Now, you might have also noticed that my pumpkins have little eyes and nose and faces on it because during Halloween, one of the things we do is we carve our pumpkins into something we call jack-o'-lanterns, and we put a little light inside to light up the face. We also go and do something we call trick-or-treating, where you go and you get sweet treats dressed in different costumes. So it's quite a fun celebration and time of year. This year might be different, but you can still celebrate at your house, have some good treats at home, maybe trick or treat from room to room in your house. Up to you and your family, of course. Anyway, so I guess I should have explained that, so I wanted to explain why I had pumpkins on my head. Because I love Halloween. I do love celebrating Halloween. Today, our stories will have to do with that time of year and pumpkins. Yeah. So, our first story today is called The Little Old Lady Who Was Not Afraid of Anything. Whoa, not afraid of anything? I can't even imagine. She's not afraid of anything. I mean, I'm at least afraid of some stuff, you know? You guys thinking of something you might be afraid of? Oh, yeah. I know. There's little stuff, but this little old lady, this author says, this little old lady is not afraid of anything. I'm curious about her. This story is written by Linda Williams and illustrated by Megan Lloyd. So, this story, the words were written by Linda Williams, that's the author, and the illustrator, which is the artist, the person who drew the pictures, that person's name is Megan Lloyd. Let's see what happens. The little old lady who was not afraid of anything. And did you notice on the cover? I did notice that. I noticed a pumpkin that had a face just like mine. Let's see what happens. Once upon a time, there was a little old lady who was not afraid of anything. Let's see her picture. Let's see this picture. It's a pretty big book, so I'm going to have to, here, I'll do it this way. There we go. There she is. Oh, yeah. Getting ready to go out, looks like. She got her jacket on. One windy afternoon, the little old lady left her cottage and went for a walk in the forest to collect herbs and spices, nuts and seeds. She walked so long and so far that it started to get dark. There was only a sliver of moon shining through the night. That means like just a barely little piece of moon. It kind of looks sometimes like a banana shape, or like a fingernail, the top of your fingernail shape. Yeah, so that's what a sliver of a moon is, just a small piece of moon. There was only a sliver of moon shining through the night. The little old lady started to walk home. Okay, yeah, she's probably like, ooh, it's getting dark. So there she is leaving. So see how light it is. And then there she is, and it's starting to get dark. Suddenly, she stopped. Right in the middle of the path were two big shoes. And the shoes went clomp, clomp. Well, all about themselves, you guys. The shoes went clomp, clomp. Look at that. And look at her face. She looks a little startled. I would too, right? Two shoes going clomp, clomp, moving all by themselves. Get out of my way, you two big shoes. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady. On she walked down the path. But behind her she could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, some of you said clomp, clomp. There they are, following her. A little farther on, the little old lady stumbled into a pair of pants. And the pants went wiggle, wiggle. Get out of my way, you pair of pants. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady, and she walked on. But behind her, she could hear, oh my gosh, look at those pants. Wiggle, wiggle. And there's those shoes. I wonder what she could hear. You think she can hear both? Let's see. She could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp, and one pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. Farther still, the little old lady bumped into a shirt. And the shirt went shake, shake. What did she say? Yeah, she said, get out of my way, you silly shirt. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady, and on she walked. a little bit faster this time. But behind her, she could hear. Look at the picture. Look at her shooing the shirt away. Like, get out of my way. Two shoes go clomp, clomp. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. And one shirt go shake, shake. A little ways on, the little old lady came upon two white gloves and a tall black hat. And the gloves went clap, clap. And the hat went nod, nod. Get out of my way, you two white gloves and you tall black hat. I'm not afraid of you, she said, and on she walked, just a bit faster again this time. Behind her, she could hear, oh my gosh, all these things. Oh my gosh. She looks a little bit nervous. She could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt go shake, shake. Two gloves go clap, clap. And one hat go nod, nod. By now, the little old lady was walking at quite a fast pace. She was very near her cottage when she was startled by a very huge, very orange, very scary pumpkin head. And the head went. She is going. Let's see what the head did. Boo! Boo! Oh, no, it's so tricky. I hope I didn't scare you guys. Oh my gosh. This time, the little old lady did not stop to talk. She did not stop at all. She ran, but behind her, she could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt go shake, shake. Two gloves go clap, clap. One hat go nod, nod. And one scary pumpkin head go boo, boo. I think she's a little bit scared here, guys. What do you think? A little bit. Let's see. Her face looks scared. The little old lady did not look back. She ran as fast as she could and didn't stop to catch her breath until she was safe inside her cottage with the door locked. She sat in her chair by the fire and she rocked and she rocked. It was so quiet in her cottage before the knock, knock on the door. Should she answer it? Well, she was not afraid of anything. So she went to the door and opened it. She is an adult, you know, but hopefully she has a peephole or something she could peek through. Yeah. What do you guys think she saw? Oh my gosh, I see you guys are thinking. Some of you are saying some of your thoughts. Tell your family what you think she saw. I'll show you the picture while you're telling them. She's like, ooh. Let's see. You were right, guys. She saw two shoes go clomp, clomp. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt go shake, shake. Two gloves go clap, clap. And one hat go nod, nod. And one scary pumpkin head go boo, boo. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady bravely. What do you want anyway? We've come to scare you. You can't scare me, said the little old lady. Then what's to become of us? The pumpkin head looked suddenly very unhappy. Oh no, their whole thing was to scare her, and she can't be scared. So then they were like, what are we supposed to do? I have an idea, said the little old lady. She whispered into the pumpkin's ear. The pumpkin's head nodded, and its face seemed to brighten. The little old lady said good night, closed the door, and whistled on her way to bed. She must have given them an idea. Yeah. Made them feel better anyway. The next morning, she woke up early. She went to her window and looked out into her garden. And what do you think she saw? 2 shoes go clomp, clomp. 1 pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. 1 shirt go shake, shake. 2 gloves go clack, clack. And 1 hat go nod, nod. And 1 scary pumpkin head go boo, boo. There she is looking out the window, and that's what she saw. Let's see. And scare all the crows away. Oh my gosh, look. The pants and the shoes and the shirt and the pumpkin head put themselves together into a scarecrow. That helps scare the crows away, because farmers who grow plants, sometimes like corn and things like that, the crows come and eat at the plants and eat the seeds, and then it makes the plants not live. So scarecrows are put there to scare the birds away so the plants can live. That's a good idea. I like that idea. And that is the end of the little old lady who was not afraid of anything. You guys, would you have been a little scared of those shoes and pants if they were just coming up down the road all by themselves? I think I would. I would have been running much sooner. I think so. Okay, today we do have a song that I just want to show you. We're going to sing it together. It's about pumpkins. Okay, you ready? Now what you do is you're going to tap your lap and do your clap. So it goes like this. Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin bread. Okay? Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin head. Good, here we go. Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin pie. Make your arms round like a pie, a big old pie. Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin eye. Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin cake. Ooh, that'd be good. Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin shake. Good. Here we go. Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin stew. Like a big soup stew. Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin boo. That's the story. That's our song. Okay, last thing we're going to look at today before we do our craft is we're going to hear from one of our favorite book characters, Pete the Cat. The illustrator of Pete the Cat put pictures to a very famous pumpkin rhyme, and it is called 5 Little Pumpkins. Oh, you've heard it. Okay, good. All right, here we go. Ready? Ooh, almost dropped it. Sorry. It's on my iPad, so be patient. Here we go. Now, let me read the words first, and then I'll show you the pictures. Hold on 1 second. So sorry. 5 little pumpkins. It's just a short little rhyme. 5 little pumpkins. Sitting on a gate. The first one said, you know this one? The first one said, oh my, it's getting late. Look at Pete looking at his watch. Getting late, people. The second one said, there are witches in the air. Look at Pete the Cat. It's a frog with a witch hat on. The third one said, but we don't care. Oh, the pumpkin faces are so different. The fourth one said, let's run and run and run. I'm sorry. The fifth one said, sorry guys, keeps turning. I'm ready for some fun. The bags say trick or treat. They're going to go get some treats. Excuse me. Ooh, went the wind. There's the wind blowing. And out went the lights. Oh, it's so dark. All you can see is their face because they have a little light inside of them. And the 5 little pumpkins. Oh, look. Pete the cat dressed up in a costume like a robot. Rolled out of sight. They're on skateboards. Happy Halloween. That's what it says at the end. Aww. So if you are somebody that celebrates Happy Halloween, celebrates Halloween, Happy Halloween. If you are not somebody that celebrates Halloween, Happy Fall. So our craft today is quite simple. I thought it would be fun to create your very own pumpkin. So I have 2 things you can do with your pumpkin, but the craft is similar. So all I'm going to show you how to do is to make your pumpkin. So what I did, excuse me, you could just have a white piece of paper like this, and you could draw your own pumpkin using your shapes, because a pumpkin is basically a big circle. And then you notice the eyes and the nose. So it can be whatever shape you want. You can be so silly and fun with it. If you notice back in the book, all of those pumpkins had different shaped eyes, and you can have fun with it. You can also decide how many teeth you want your pumpkin to have. But the stem is like a little rectangle or square. So really easy to use your shapes to draw your pumpkin. Use your crayons, use markers. You can use paint. Your creation is up to you. What I did today was I ended up making I just cut paper that were already in the color, like construction paper, of what I wanted. So what I did was I got a piece of orange paper. Bigger than this, and I made a big circle on it. And then I cut it out, and I kind of made it look like a pumpkin. So there's my orange circle, okay? So I basically cut all the shapes out, and now I'm going to put it together like a puzzle. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to turn this down so you can see what I'm making. I'm going to put mine on a piece of black paper. It's actually the front of a black gift bag. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put grass at the bottom of my creation here. I'm just going to put some grass down here at the bottom. Then what I'm going to do is get some glue. And you can use tape if you want. I normally use tape in the interest of time, but it's too far away from me right now, so I'm going to use glue today. Okay, so I put that glue down. Then I have my orange circle. I kind of put a little dent here when I cut it, just because it makes it look a little bit like a pumpkin, but you can make it just a perfect circle. Then I'm going to sit my pumpkin on the grass. See? Okay. I'm just putting my pieces together. I'm going to put some glue on here just to glue it down. You can use tape. I'm just using glue today so you can see me using glue. Up to you. Now, the next piece, I have my green. It's really hard for you guys to see maybe that this is green, but it is. And this is my stem. See, it's just a rectangle. And then I'm just gonna glue it right here on top of my pumpkin. Put some glue on the back here. And then we will just stick it right on to the pumpkin like this. There we go. Okay. Then I decided that I wanted my pumpkin to have different shaped eyes. So remember I said, like on my pumpkin, look, you can see on my pumpkin. Remember on my pumpkin, let me just turn this. See how they're triangle eyes? But look at these guys. They've got round eyes like that. So up to you. I made my pumpkin eyes out of yellow paper because I'm pretending like it has a light inside, and so the light is shining out. But up to you. You could use white paper, and you could glue it out. I mean, you could, I'm sorry, that did not make sense at all. You could use white paper, and you could draw whatever circle eyeballs you want. It can be however you'd like it to be. Guys, I need to pause for 1 second. I forgot to get one material. Hold on 1 second. Hi. Sorry about that. So what we were talking about was putting our face pieces on our pumpkin. I put the nose down. I decided to make a triangle nose. Now I wanted my mouth to be like it's open, but it's too big. So what I'm gonna do is make it smaller, and I'm just gonna cut it a little bit smaller like this, and we'll just trim it down to make it a little bit smaller because my pumpkin is not as big as I thought it was gonna be. Let's see, still too big. So we'll make it. So there we go. Oops. There. Oh, like that. So you can make your pumpkin like that. And I put mine on dark paper because I thought, ooh, it's like it's nighttime. But you can make yours on whatever color paper you want. You can put it on yellow paper if you want. You can put it on blue paper. You can put it on white paper. It's up to you. I also, oh, I forgot to show you this. Look at this. I also thought it's fun. You could just put your own little eyeballs inside. Just color them in if you want. Or you could cut out black circles. So my pumpkin actually doesn't have any teeth because I made him open his mouth. But you can put teeth. You can make his teeth white. You can actually make these pieces black if you want. It is up to you. And if you want, and if you're like, oh, I want to put a moon. I think I want to put a moon out there because it's nighttime. You can cut yourself out a moon. And remember, it can be a circle, or you can make a sliver of a moon that looks like a banana. You could do it like just a little bit of a moon. It looks like a banana. That might be too small, but it's a small little moon, just kind of up in the sky. You could put it up here. Oh, that's not as big. I might need to make it bigger, but that's like a small little moon. It needs to be bigger. But so I could mess with that and kind of play with it and make it a bigger moon so that it would look like it's outside at night. I could put stars if I wanted. But so that's one of the crafts. You can make your very own jack-o'-lantern or pumpkin. Pumpkin from the story, she's not the little lady who's not afraid of anything. Or this can be one of the pumpkins on the gate. Now, the other piece I was just going to show you that I made as well, you do the same thing, but instead of, sorry, let me just fix that for you. Instead of big pumpkins, you get, you make them smaller like this, yeah? And you can make little pumpkins, doing the same thing, but just making your pieces smaller and your shape smaller. You get your small pumpkins, and you can reenact or make the pieces for the story, the little poem, Five Little Pumpkins Sitting on a Gate. And you can actually make your own gate. I used cardboard. Sorry, my words are escaping me today. I just did a piece of cardboard like this. I cut it into pieces like that, and I put a long piece across the front. Kind of looks like a gate, maybe more like a fence, but still works. And then I'm going to glue it or tape it to the front of this paper. I'll show you. I'm going to put it on the front of this paper like this. See? And that way you can see the gate. And then I will make the pumpkins like the first little pumpkin. And where did my second little pumpkin go? There he is. Remember, there were 5 pumpkins. And so you can make 5 pumpkins sitting on the gate, and you can act out the story. So that's another idea that you can do as a craft today that goes along with your story. I only made 2, but you are free if you do the five little pumpkins sitting on a gate. You can make your 5 little pumpkins and your gate, and you can act the story out. So up to you. I hope you enjoyed story time today. I always love to see your creations, guys. So when you create your very own pumpkin, whether it could be your scary pumpkin head from the story, or you just want to make a really fun pumpkin with a fun face, look at the pumpkins in Pete the Cat and the 5 Little Pumpkins, because they have some really creative ideas for you if you're trying to think of an idea for your fun pumpkin activity. Remember, you can draw it, you can cut the pieces out like I did, put it together, you can paint one, you can use a paper plate for one. It's up to you guys. But I think I have to go. My dog is telling me he has to go outside. So have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.